TSMC has exploded higher plus 6.94% to $462.12, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Saturday, June 20th, and this is your complete global market briefing. Markets are sending mixed signals today as investors weigh competing narratives. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 is up plus 1.04%, trading at $746.74. Equity markets are responding to reports that are stock market today. S&P 500 jumps 1.1%, NASDAQ soars 1.5% as Wall Street shrugs off Fed jitters, NDTV profit. NASDAQ 100 is up plus 2.48%, trading at $30,406. Equity markets are responding to reports that are stock market today. S&P 500 jumps 1.1%, NASDAQ soars 1.5% as Wall Street shrugs off Fed jitters, NDTV profit. Dow Jones is little changed, hovering near $51,565. Investor sentiment is being shaped by our stock market today. S&P 500 jumps 1.1%, NASDAQ soars 1.5% as Wall Street shrugs off Fed jitters, NDTV profit. DAX is broadly flat at $24,986, awaiting a fresh catalyst. This comes as Brent rises after US-Iran peace talks in Geneva are abruptly postponed, adding pressure to energy markets. FTSE 100 is trading lower by minus 0.35%, at $10,363. Equity markets are responding to reports that are stock market today. S&P 500 jumps 1.1%, NASDAQ soars 1.5% as Wall Street shrugs off Fed jitters, NDTV profit. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. TSMC surged plus 6.94% to $462.12 in a significant session. N2 node ramp is the most important near-term catalyst. Demand from Apple, Nvidia, and AMD exceeds current capacity. The geopolitical Taiwan risk is the permanent discount the stock will carry, but the fundamental earnings power is exceptional. Arizona fab progress and US CHIPS Act subsidy clarity are the structural positives. Infosys made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 6.75% to 1,051.40 Indian rupees. The annual revenue guidance range is the single most important event. Any upgrade above the current midpoint is a catalyst for the entire IT sector. Cobalt AI platform deal wins are the differentiation story. Watch the large deal TCV and the revenue conversion timeline. BHP made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 5.60% to $61.40. China property market stabilization is the single biggest catalyst for iron ore, and hence BHP near-term earnings. Any positive PMI or construction data from China would move the stock. The copper growth story is intact regardless. Northrop Grumman made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 5.21% to $521.50. Government IT and classified programs provide stable base earnings that are often underappreciated. The next intercontinental ballistic missile contract is a potential large upside catalyst. Watch for any DoD budget line item commentary on space programs. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. This comes as Brent rises after US-Iran peace talks in Geneva are abruptly postponed, adding pressure to energy markets. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. Equity markets are responding to reports that are stock market today. S&P 500 jumps 1.1%, NASDAQ soars 1.5% as Wall Street shrugs off Fed jitters, NDTV profit. Rate expectations remain the single most powerful macro driver for equities and currencies right now. On the data front, investor sentiment is being shaped by our stock market today. S&P 500 jumps 1.1%, NASDAQ soars 1.5% as Wall Street shrugs off Fed jitters, NDTV profit. Turning to commodities. Brent crude edged higher to $80.59 per barrel, up 0.93% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that Brent rises after US-Iran peace talks in Geneva are abruptly postponed. WTI crude held steady to $76.54 per barrel, down 0.08% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that Brent rises after US-Iran peace talks in Geneva are abruptly postponed. Natural gas dipped to $3.20, down 1.08% on the session. This comes as Brent rises after US-Iran peace talks in Geneva are abruptly postponed, adding pressure to energy markets. Gold dipped to $4,172.90 per troy ounce, down 1.21% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that gold fails the safe haven test again, Fisher Investments. Let us give you our near-term view on TSMC. From a momentum perspective, the next key resistance for TSMC sits around $489.85. A sustained break above that level could attract further institutional buying. The main risk to the upside scenario is a shift in macro conditions or central bank tone. This is our analytical view, always do your own research. In the currency markets, Euro to US dollar is at 1.15, losing 0.33% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.32, gaining 0.27% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 161.28, losing 0.01% on the day. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Yardeni weighs SpaceX IPO viability as trillion-dollar listings loom. Here is your market watch list heading into the next session. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Independent market coverage, no subscription fees, no paywalls. If this analysis saved you time and helped you think more clearly about the market, please like the video. It costs you nothing and it directly funds more content like this. Subscribe for daily coverage across indices, stocks, commodities, forex, and crypto. Tell us in the comments, what are you watching most closely right now? Thanks for watching MTRS_Market Pulse. Nothing here constitutes financial advice. Please conduct your own due diligence. Good luck in the markets, and we will see you in the next video. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.